I just use a hairdryer for this, and as you can see now, the ink vanishes, and with the UV light I activate now the ink. And wait a second, look at this. And as you see now, here you can read now what's in here. And this is Rune, the main character of the book series, who gets visible now here in the book. Hey, nice to have you here in this video. My name is Stein. I'm the author of this book series, RUNED, and I want to talk a little bit about the book and what you can expect from the English version of the book, and actually want to show you some things, want to present you and prove that it's actually a real book, that it's not AI created or just imagination. You really get a book with very, very nice things inside. Not only a nice story, but also some very unique things we used in the printing process. Stein, this is not my real name. I'm writing under this name for this fantasy book project series. Under my real name, I published several other books in the photography genre, so I don't want them to be mixed. But this is my passion project. The idea for this was, maybe 6-7 years ago already in my head. And then I made it into reality with my company. I published it with my company, who is actually more specialized into photography, but I wanted to include that art thing that I already have from my photography and design background into this project. And the whole writing and everything is just like I want a novel to be in 2023 when it came out the first time, but now of course also in 2025. I want to have young readers engage with the book, and not only the story itself, you can listen to an audiobook to just get the story, but really to experience the book as a medium. And that's what we wanted to transport with this book. I did coffee table books with photography, more of the artsy books, and we wanted to have this book also kind of like an art book. This is why everything, you will see it later, is printed in this book in color, which is quite expensive, but also the paper and the whole feel, the hardcover, the premium hardcover, the whole feel, the whole touch of this book is just unique and premium and great. What I don't like about today's book world is that a lot of books are really like in fashion fast books, fast consumable, very cheap printed. It's all about the price. You read the story, you throw the book away, you put it in a shelf, you never look at it again. And I don't like it too much when I see that whole book talk trend, people reading like 10 books a week and they don't even read the whole book anymore. They just start reading and then stop and take another book, and I don't like it. I want to really dive into the story. I want people to really have fun with one book and have fun with that book 1 year later again, have fun with their friends, have fun with their family. And it's a young adult story. So it's aimed for children 10 to 12, and the language is easy, it's not complicated sentences, it's just fun to read. You don't need a dictionary to understand the story. Maybe for some French words, it's fun to look at a dictionary what they actually mean, because there's a lot of swearing in France or in French in this book. But beside that, it's very easy to consume. It's nicely to just dive into the story, to not think about too much, to really enjoy it. And then on top we have that whole elements in there with that magical inks, and as well with that riddles, that puzzles, that escape game experience. Before I show you the inside of the book, let's have a look at the outside. As you can see, it's a premium hardcover. We also did some nice finishing. Here in the German version, we don't have that glowing ink here on the cover, but we will have it in the English version, and now also in the second book that is coming this year in Germany, and then the new print run of the first book will have it as well. So this will glow in the English version, this will glow, and this will as well glow also here on the side. This will glow. This special rune here will glow as well, and also some stuff on the back we want to make glowing. The rest will be pretty much the same as you can see here in the German version. As you can see, it's not that thick, and we made that on purpose. So you can make a book thicker or thinner with just the layout, how big you make the words, the font, and how you lay out all the pages, and also how big the book itself is. It's quite wide, quite high, and this is why a lot of words fit on one page. And also, I don't want to make the book too thick because I don't want to scare away younger readers, because a thick book is quite scary for young readers and also for some adults like myself. So I preferred to have the book like this. It's bigger than usual books, so when you have it in a bookshelf, it will be bigger, and when you have the whole series of the books, they all will be bigger. And one fun fact I can already tell you, the German book will have a different color in the glowing ink for the second book. And the first book will be a kind of greenish here in the glow in the dark, and the second book will have a different color. So later, when you have all the books then next to each other, all the books will glow different, which will be quite amazing. But for now, yeah, the English version, only one color, and then the second book maybe next year also in English if this Kickstarter campaign here is successful. All right, so let's dive into the book. Everything in the book is in color. So you don't see it on the pages, but it's a very great paper. And all the artworks here inside, the illustrations, are in color. A lot of people say, and when you Google young adult books, usually don't have images. And I think it's stupid. I love images and I just want to experience the story. And of course I have a good imagination, and maybe you as well, but isn't it great to just look at images? It's just beautiful. And yeah, this is what I mean with I wanted to have that art book touch and feel also in the book with just the illustrations. It's not that many. In the first pages are a lot of illustrations, but later on there is more text. And it's a regular novel to read, but you have on top all those nice illustrations here. Also here of the Dark Sorcerer, Exeter, here on the left page. And I think it's just fun to see all those illustrations while you are reading and to really spark your imagination and dive into this story. Okay, now let's get onto those magical inks. And one of the nicest pages we did for a show effect is actually quite hidden here in the front. As you can see, we start with a black page and then a black page, but this black page here, it is not what it seems. I will show you now how it's working. I will not solve the puzzle, not solve the riddle, but I will show you that there's something in it. I just use a hairdryer for this, and as you can see now, the ink vanishes from the heat. Of course, with a hairdryer, you have to be very careful to not heat it too much, and I will not recommend it for younger children or anything. I'm now an adult, and I just demonstrate it here now with that hairdryer because it's much faster than with your fingers. You can do it with your fingers as well if you have a warm palm, but here in Germany it's spring now, it's a cold winter morning, so my fingers are quite cold, so it does not work with my fingers. But in the video, you might have seen that you can use the fingers as well. Whoops. I think we'll leave that in the video. It's fun. Outtake. Okay, and when I now take my cold fingers and put it here on top, you see, you really get that fingerprint effect here on the book. So it's a very nice, not only effect, but magic ink in that book. And if you wonder if that gets onto your fingers or anything, no. It stays on the book, and it's also not going away. So it's always turning black when it gets colder, and it's turning white or invisible when it gets warmer. It needs to reach a certain temperature, And disclaimer now from 2 years experience with the book on the German market already. In summer month, when it's very warm or when you live in a warm country, this page will always be white because the ink will just go away. It doesn't care. It only cares about the temperature. So when it's too warm, it will go away. When it's too cold, it won't go away. So you have to heat it up. You maybe can put it on a radiator. Never put it on open fire. Don't use a flamethrower or anything on the book. It will burn the book. It's still a book. So always be careful, but you will see when the ink vanishes by itself. For the US version, we will make definitely a disclaimer. Not that we get sued over somebody burning their house while they want to heat that page. So yeah, this is one of the magical inks. This book is now 2 years old already. Still the ink works perfectly. Oh, and of course, this is not only here on the front page and that's it. All over the book are some pages who have that ink as well. Not like this, but very subtle, very small and part of the puzzle. You have to find them yourself. I won't solve it or I won't spoiler it now here in this video. But this is something I can spoiler because it's a nice demonstration effect. Okay, then a second ink we are having, and we also give you with the book a RUNED UV lamp. You might have seen it in the video. This is a prototype and it will kind of look like this. Maybe it will also be black, we don't know yet. You can write in the comments what you like more, red or black. We also thought about making different colors for different books. So first book maybe red or black, and second book other way around, or maybe green, blue, some other colors, we don't know yet. You see that rune symbol here. Which is a special symbol. It's not a simple rune. By the way, RUNED it's called because the magic in the book, in the story, happens with runes. Those symbols you might know here from Northern Europe, Vikings, Celtic people, they know about runes. And I don't want it to have that Latin, Harry Potter-ish magic in the book. I wanted to have more of that Nordic old-fashioned, I'd say, magic in the book. So I won't spoiler who, but the persons in the book will do magic different maybe than you might know it, but still very accurate. So I did a lot of research for the magical things here in the book. This UV lamp here, when I turn it on, you see that bluish, purplish light. This activates ink in the book. You might know it from dollar bills or from other money or from security features that you get to see things when you shine directly on it. And we used that ink in the book as well. I can show you here one of the back pages, like this page here. You see there's not much visible now. And as you see now, here you can read now what's in here. And this is Rune, the main character of the book series, who gets visible now here in the book. And this, just like with the black ink, is of course not all. All over the book are different pages that have that special ink on it. Like here you, for example, see some things on that map that are not visible without the UV ink. And also maybe between the words on the pages are things that are only visible with the UV lamp. And yeah, this is really the fun part then, when you have to look through the whole book with the UV ink to find that hidden clues. But maybe while reading, you might discover the one or the other already. All right, and then we have another UV ink. So this ink that I've just shown you is working when you shine directly on it. The other UV ink is the typical glow-in-the-dark ink that you might know from those stars when you were younger maybe. You put in your bedroom as a child or maybe even as an adult, and they are just glowing. And as you can see here in the book, nothing is glowing. And I turn on now my UV lamp and point it here on all those rune symbols. And with the UV light, I activate now the ink. And wait a second, look at this. Isn't that amazing? So it's a real magical book. And you can also play around a little bit. You can put your fingers on it and just shine around your hand, turn off the light, put your fingers away, and now you can see here, maybe we can see it in the video as well, I see it now with my eyes, pretty strong here, my fingers, because where the ink is activated, it's very bright, shining now, and where it's not activated, it's a little less. And this will now glow maybe for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can reactivate it again, and the closer you go, the stronger it shines. And this works over and over and over again. You don't need any battery for this in the book. It's just the ink itself. It reacts to the UV light. And it's not only this page, this is also part of a riddle, just like the black page, but it's also like a show page here we can show in the videos. A lot of people think it's AI or it's animated or anything. No, it's real. This is part of that magic book. And as you can see, here is my signature, R.R. Stein, and when I now shine on it, you see it's glowing as well. And this is not all that is glowing, there might be something else. I will show you an amazing, you can even see it through here, through the pages, glowing. I show you this little R symbol here is shining. Maybe some small things are shining, so you have to really go over all the pages and see in the dark. You have to go through the whole book in the dark with the UV light that comes with the book, so it's included in the price. A very nice UV light. And every page you have to look through to see if there's something maybe glowing. Oh, you see, here I found something. Something is actually glowing. But is it part of a riddle or is it maybe not? You have to find out yourself. So let's check. Now I want to show you an amazing art piece. I don't want to spoil it too much because you have to really experience the book yourself, but let's go to a specific art piece I want to show you, because sometimes an illustration just looks like a regular illustration. Here, for example, a spider web. And in the story, this spider web is glowing green. And as you might know already, also here in the book, it is glowing. So we try to really make the wow effect in the book. And you activate this all with the UV ink. Oh, and I see here, oh, what is this? In the English translation, it might be on a different page, we don't know. Might be something else, might be total different position. But here in the German book, you see, there's something that is glowing. A sentence. The flame was present, it's saying. What does that mean? So it's not only one page, it's not animated, it's really glowing, and you have to look through the book when it's bright with the UV light, when it's dark with the UV light, and you have to check if there are pages that react to heat. And as mentioned, this cover here will, in the English version, also be glowing. For the printing, we need the funding, and that's why I say now, thank you already for your support. Thank you for supporting the Kickstarter campaign, especially those people who fund the big package with their name printed in the book when all the 100 spaces are taken and supporters are printed in the book. Those alone will fund the English translation, so this will be amazing. Thank you a lot. Never mind what version you buy. We have the regular one with the UV light, with the book. We have the signature edition that I will sign personally, and then we have the limited to 100 persons edition where I sign personally with your name or with the name of somebody you like. You want to write a greeting maybe, and also we will print your name as a supporter, but as mentioned, this is limited to 100 persons only. Also, if you have a business and you want the business as a supporter in the book, it's also possible, so we are open to that. RUNED, the vanished eye. Soon, hopefully soon, in English. So again, thank you for your support.